I'm going to Hawaii on Friday.
Hawaii? I was thinking about going there.
Really?
I was thinking about going there on business.
Well, if you're going to go.
I'm probably not going to go, though.
Hey, it's Adam Sandler's best film to date, and chances are you probably haven't even seen it. Punch Drunk Love, new to video shelves this week on the front row.
He's been called everything from a half-rate Jerry Lewis to the most annoying comic since, well, Jerry Lewis. Depending on what your take is on Jerry Lewis, comedian Adam Sandler is either the comic icon of this generation or an aggravating waste of time. Film critics have been pretty much uniform on their beliefs. They have not been kind to Mr. Sandler. But honestly, what do critics, including myself, really know? An overeducated opinion is still just one person's opinion. It's audiences who rent the videos and buy the tickets, and it's audiences who have brought Sandler from the stages of Saturday Night Live to the heights of box office royalty. But one film last fall started changing the tide of critical opinion, Punch Drunk Love.
Hi, this is Georgia.
This is Barry Egan.
So what do you do, Barry?
I have my own business. We have a non-breakable handle. Let me demonstrate for you.
Sandler's work with writer-director Paul Thomas Anderson seemed like an odd combination. You see, Anderson is the golden boy of film critics. He's the first writer-director of the Generation X crowd whose work with the lens has been compared to the musical work of Bob Dylan. Anderson's films Hard Eight, Magnolia, and the 70s opus Boogie Nights are not loved by everyone, and I think that's where the connection to Sandler is made. Love them or hate them both, they do projects that appeal to them personally. So the fact that they have joined forces in this extremely quirky romantic comedy, Punch Drunk Love, feels like the meeting of like minds. In the film, Sandler does what he does best. He plays Barry, a polite, sincere, likable guy who's just on the edge of anger, trying to make some sense of this weird world around him. Under Anderson's direction, we get a full-dimensional view of this rage, a rage that is spawned by an obsessive family, bad social choices, and the need to be needed. He's a good guy that's being gnawed at on all sides of his life. You really like this guy with his pipe dreams and goofy obsessions.
First I saw the teriyaki chicken for $1.79 and then the soup, which made a real deal. But to stumble across the pudding, it's just tremendous how most people don't look. They don't look at the fine print, Lance.
And you hope this equally quirky girl that's entered his life, played by Emily Watson, is a good match.
I came to drop my car off on purpose to try and meet you.
Romantic comedies are a dime a dozen, and most of them are forgettable. But this film plays it just a little bit differently. Instead of just showing us a pair of people, Anderson attempts to explore the actual emotional feelings of what it's like to be in love, with sudden bursts of color and a bizarre musical score that combines bands like Radiohead with sound bites from obscure films like Robin Williams' musical version of the cartoon Popeye. There's definitely no other film to compare to the dreamlike quality of Punch Drunk Love. And I think it's for that reason alone that it never made it to theaters here in Northwest Missouri. Sandler fans who are expecting The Waterboy Part 2 won't really know how to take this film. Now I'll admit, any film by Paul Thomas Anderson is a red-letter movie event for me, so I'm a little biased. But I think home video watchers will find it either worthless or utterly fantastic. There's not really any middle ground here. But be your own judge. Punch Drunk Love is now available on VHS and DVD formats.
Next week we head back to theaters for more new releases right here on the front row. See you then. I'm Bob Shultz for KQ2.